Hello, everybody. This is James Daly back at it again with the 12 key challenge practice session. I'm still on song one. I am still on song one. I will stay on song one until I get it with no hesitations, no mistakes. Okay? Once I get it with no hesitation and no mistakes for at least a couple videos, then I'll move on to the next song. But for now, we're here. It's getting boring. My mind wants to move on. My mind wants to procrastinate. It wants to avoid. So I'm feeling avoidance. This morning, it was hard for me to get on the piano. It was easy for me to pick up my phone and start scrolling, and I got an hour into that, which is better than usual. An hour into it, and I was like, yeah, let me get on this keyboard. So the incentive is that views are picking up on this channel. That's an incentive. But again, if I don't get any views, that's fine. The videos are a history of my progress. And if I'm still here 5 years from now and I get all songs in all 12 keys, I can look back on what I've done and I can answer questions that there's a shroud of questions that surround learning songs in every key that have never been answered for me, and nobody ever talks about. Nobody ever talks about their process of learning. Right now, there's this whole controversy of learning in all 12 keys and using the transpose button. I was a slave to transpose for many years. Haven't used it in a long time. But still am stuck on certain keys, yes. But I'm good enough where I could play a service and not really be worried about what happens. And it's been like that for at least maybe 10 years or so since I've used the transpose button. So even to learn songs, I used to learn songs by using the transpose button. I used to transpose everything to A flat, learn the A flat, and then sometimes I would take it in the original key and learn it in the right key. But once I started playing at the Big Baptist Church, that's what I started doing. I started learning songs in the right key, and there you have it. All of a sudden, I was able to play the service without using a transpose button. So I need to see progress because nobody talks about the process. You see, even the people that teach, they teach music, they don't tell you, especially the ones in gospel, your Kevin Powells, your Corey Henrys, and your Glenn Gibsons. Nobody ever tells you the process. They never tell you what they did. They never tell you what they did. They just say, oh, just learn your 12 keys. Back in the day, I used to hear musicians, they'd be like, yeah, I'm not going to show you any chords. I'm not going to show you any chords. Just look at what I'm doing. Just look at what I'm doing. And when I used to hear that, I used to think, even like 20, 30 years ago, I used to hear that nonsense. I used to think, like, why, though? That's stupid. If you know it, show it to me so I can learn it and tell me what I need to do. Nobody ever said to me, hey, listen, James, learn this song. Learn it. And once I teach this to you, learn it in all 12 keys. No one has ever said that to me when I first started. None. And I've had some good teachers. I didn't take what they were teaching me and use it right. I didn't use it correctly. What should have been done is when they taught me, they should have said, hey, listen, I'm only going to show you this if you promise to learn it in every key. And when you learn this song in every key, and you master it, then I'll show you the next song. That would have been so effective. That would have helped me out tremendously. But there's other things in the process other than just learning songs in all keys. There's more to it than that. There's what happens if you're playing it in a key that's too low on the register where it gets muddy. So, when I usually start the "Oh Give Thanks" in C, that's kind of low. And then by the time I'm in B, in B, you see how high it is now? Nobody ever talks about, well, what do you do to facilitate that? Because the melody, and this is something I didn't know either. When I first started playing, I was all chords, and I still am all chords. I don't know how to improvise good. And I guess later on, what I'll do on this channel is get into my scales and stuff. I'm already looking into products that can help me out with that. And then whatever I rehearse, I will record, because I can't improvise at all. I know a couple of runs and stuff. And what I'll do is, a lead up melody line I could use or something like that. But as far as like just improvising off the top of my head, I cannot do. But when I first started playing, I didn't have the melody line of the song on top. Never did. And so when I would play for devotional service at churches, a lot of times the praise worship leader would ask me, what's that? What are you playing? And it didn't dawn on me until years later. It was like, oh, I'm not playing it right. I'm just playing chords, but I'm not playing the melody line on top of the chords, so the listener knows what song I'm playing. And so what I did, and the way I play "Oh Give Thanks" is not how it's done on the original. Of course, it's my way of playing it. But what I did is, when I relearned this song, because I used to play it in a very different way without the melody note on top. But now, if you hear how I play it, you recognize what the song is. If I start playing it, you're going to be like, oh, I know what that song is. I don't have to tell you what that song is. It's little things like this. And nobody really talks about it. In the process, they just say, oh, just learn your keys. You should know how to play in every key. But they don't give you a strategy. So right now, I'm just like in the real world, working out a strategy. And I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. I'm sorry, guys. You probably won't even watch this video now because I'm talking too much. But you need a strategy, and so I don't know of anybody teaching a strategy. They're just, and I've seen courses that teach how to stop transposing, and all they do is give you a couple songs to learn every key. That's about it. But they don't talk about what's going to happen during that process. And I'm encountering some things in my process, and I'm not understanding how to deal with it. Especially like, "Oh Give Thanks," when I in B is so high. Nobody's gonna sing it that high. But like, what do I do? Do I just continue to play it like that? Whoa. There we go. I guess I will, but you see what I mean, though, versus starting here. It's kind of muddy. So the purpose of what I'm doing now, recording myself, is to I'm working out these questions, working out these things, and looking to, I guess, find out by trial and error. And when I find out what it is and what are the processes, I'm going to share the processes, because nobody's doing it. I guess I better fulfill that gap. And it may not mean nothing to anybody, but it's more than just learn all your songs in all 12 keys. Because guess what? There's been a few times where I've taken songs through all keys and it did absolutely nothing for my playing. I read an email from one of the gospel music teaching companies, and it was like, oh, you know what happens when you learn 3 songs in all 12 keys. Well, then you start to recognize this and shit start happening. None of that happened for me when I learned 3 songs in all 12 keys. And so I just gave up and I stopped practicing. And then I lost the 3 songs that I was practicing in all 12 keys. I lost it all because I wasn't consistent and I gave up. And my wife tells me, "Oh, you're an all or nothing guy. You got to get rid of that. You got to stop that all or nothing thing. You just got to keep on going and give yourself some grace." What is happening here? Oh Lord, this is not the right time for this to happen. All right, excuse me for a minute while I fix Cordy. That's weird. Oh, that's crazy. This is the wrong time for this to happen. For real. Y'all excuse me. Oh boy. All right. It's asking me to update this, so y'all bear with me. I'm not going to restart this. I'm going to just keep the video going. Also, Cordy has been doing something. When I started up, it when I started up, it keeps on asking me to register. And so I thought that once you buy Cordy, that you don't have to keep on registering it to get it to work. So I don't know what's going on with this thing. But I'm getting kind of frustrated with this thing. Okay, this is giving me trouble. All right, let me just start it again. Where is this thing at? Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad I was talking first. I'm glad this didn't happen. Will not have internet access? What are you talking about? Wow, this is stupid. I'm going to have to get rid of this Cordy nonsense. If you're here, you're still watching, tell me what I should get that has a MIDI keyboard, if you know of one. Because I don't like this. You know, like, why are you asking me to register every time I log on? Okay. I wish I could show y'all this in OBS, but I don't know how to do that part yet. Why is it? Wow. Okay. It's making me update. Wow. Okay. Sorry about this, y'all. Y'all forgive me. Stick with me, guys. Stick with me. Ay, ay, ay. Don Gato. I'm not Puerto Rican or Spanish, by the way. What is it? Okay, I may have to end this video. Or never, or never post it. This is not good. This is not good. All right. So I think I'm just going to. This sucks, but this is what we're going to do. We're going to do this from here. I can still practice and you can still see what I'm doing. We'll fix that issue later, but I'm not going to let this stop me. All right. Let me get a drink of water. Then after that, we're going to go ahead. I'm not editing or nothing. I'm not doing that. Because it takes too much time. It takes too much time. All right. Almost had it without messing up. Almost had it. See, once you mess up, it comes like an avalanche. The momentum of mistakes. The momentum of mistakes. I tell you, it's crazy. The momentum of mistakes. Yikes. Got in my head thinking about, ooh, I'm doing good so far, and then I messed up. Wow. See, hesitation now. Whoa. Let's do it again. Now F sharp is becoming the problem key of the day. The problem key of the day is F sharp so far. Yikes. Which has been one of the easiest keys for me, actually. Ugh. I hate it when that happens. Brain fart central. Ugh. Whoa. Ugh. Those kind of mistakes are classic for me. Happens to me all the time. going to G. I'm thinking G. I'm thinking G. My hand is going to G. Yikes. I'm confused. I'm mixing up A with G. Start over again. I'm in B. Whoa. What? Avalanche of mistakes. You know, B feels like F sharp. And so B hasn't been a struggle for me, but all of a sudden now I'm making mistakes in B. You know? So that's crazy. All right, let's go through it 2 more times. Let's see. Let's see if we get it perfect today. I'm trying to do it without doing, because I couldn't do it on the organ at church yesterday, because you can't do this on an organ. You can't see that chord right there. You can't do that on organ with the left hand. So I gotta learn how to do it with one finger if I'm on the organ, or at least on the bass, with the bass line with my foot. Fluctuate between the two. Also, I have to learn how to talk while I play. I have a hard time doing that. Perhaps because I haven't learned all my keys correctly and drilled it down into my muscle memory. That's probably why I can't talk and play at the same time. I need to learn how to do that though, because it's messing me up. Because, jokers call numbers now while they're playing. I don't know I can't do that. Or I'll mess up. See, I'm messing up now? Well, I'm not going to the next part of the song. See? Sometimes I think something's wrong with my brain. Maybe I'm slow or something. I don't know. Idiot savant. self-deprecation. I could do that in C sharp though, but it messed me up. See, messed up. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Brain fart. Whoa, went to D. The left hand went to the D walk up. Whoa, okay. Avalanche of mess ups. Avalanche of mistakes. Avalanche of hesitation. I still don't know how to talk while I play. Might as well start practicing doing that while I'm doing this, right? Good time to learn how to do that. F. We're in the key of F. Yikes. I don't know how to talk. Oh. No, but not quite a mistake. Start over again. That was crazy. I feel I shouldn't be making these little mistakes. Why am I making these little mistakes? Nope, nope. Brain fart. Forgot how to play it. That's still not the chord. That's not the chord. Come on, memory. Ooh, okay. In an A flat too. A flat is the first key that I learned in. I played everything in A flat. Everything. Now I get an A flat with this song and I'm having trouble with it. That baffles me always. When it happens in A flat, it always baffles me because like I played for A flat in A flat for years. But you know what? There was like a 5-year period of time where I didn't practice at all because I was discouraged and I was done with the church. And I was like, bump all this. I'm not playing piano anymore. I was like, nope, I'm retired. That's probably maybe that's what did it. I don't know. I guess so. All right, let's go again. Let's see if we can get this done. Let's see if we get this done. Then I'm gonna cut the video 3 times. I told myself I'll do it at least 3 times around. And when I do that, that's getting more practice in too, right? That's solidifying it even more, burning those neural pathways in my brain for the song, hopefully. But I'm still baffled. This is like, I think, the 12th day of doing this song, and I'm still making little mistakes. That annoys me. Like, I'm doing this over and over and over and over again. I'm still making little mistakes. You know, I was trying to hopefully not be on this song for a whole month. But it looks like that may be the pattern. One song a month in every key. One song, 12 keys, 12 months. So one song every month for 12 months. On 12 keys, 3 times around. So that seems like the pattern. One person told me you should do a key a month, a key per month. There's 12 months, do one key and just practice all the songs you can in that one key. I didn't really like that because then that runs you the risk of getting stuck in one key that you like, and then you'll never move out of it. The beauty of how I'm doing it is that it forces me to build a habit of taking it up. I don't, before when it was time to take it up, I would get that knot in my stomach and I would start getting anxiety about going up because I know I was going to mess up. So it's like, oh, I have to learn this. And so I would get that anxiety and then avoidance would come in. But now it's to the point where I'm going through the keys every day. So every time I get on there, I'm building a habit of immediately taking it up. And when you do one key a month, learning all songs in one key. So you start with C in January, right? And you learn like 24 songs in C. Well, you get comfortable in C and you're like, yeah, well, I play in C so well. I don't want to leave here. I don't want to leave. I want to stay in C. You run the risk of doing that. So I like the way I'm doing it better. Run one song through all 12 keys in 1 month. The next month, you move on to the second song. You run that in all 12 keys in month 2. Then month 3, you learn the third song. You run that all in all 12 keys in month 3. And that builds a habit of just taking it up. Now you have a habit, an instant habit of anything you ever learn. You just start taking it up immediately. I'm going to take it up. And the reason why I'm doing all this talking is to give myself a break so I could try to come in at least with some kind of freshness to it. Maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to get through it without making any mistakes. Let's see. That time hasn't come yet. It's August 18th. I got to get this within the 30 days because I am moving on month 2. But hey, no, I'm not. If I don't get this right, the first one I got to get, at least I get to get it right. And I would believe that the rest of them would come easier as I go. All right, let's go. Last round. Hesitation. I think that was a mess up. In C sharp, of course. Ugh. See, avalanche of mistakes. Avalanche of mistakes. Hate it. Whoa. See? Once the fall of mistakes start coming, it's like a domino effect. It's like mistakes just come. Once you hit the first mistake, it's like all of it just start dropping one by one, back to back. Oh, hate that. Hate that when practicing. Let's just get through this. Everything's going wrong today. Everything's going wrong today. Everything's going wrong today. I'm trying to practice speaking while playing. Whoa, messed up. Brain fart, forgot the chord. There we go. Start over again. Oh my gosh, I'm doing the same thing I did before. This is so annoying. And I gotta hurry up because my battery about to run out on the laptop. What? Yo, what is it about mistakes? Mistakes will take hold faster than something that you want to learn. Why does that happen? What is it in the brain chemistry that allows that to happen? Like, I'm trying to learn this thing and it won't take. But I make a mistake one time and my hands continue to go to it. It continues to go to it. It takes immediately. Why does that happen with mistakes? Why does mistakes have that special privilege? Like the whole time I was in A flat, I was hitting that chord again that I wasn't supposed to hit. I was whatever that was, I was hitting it. Well, that doesn't sound so bad, but that's not the right chord. That's the right chord. I kept on hitting this one. I didn't want to hit it. That's crazy. Okay. My finger wanted to go to it. It's crazy. Whoa. Moving on. Whoa, now I'm in. Try to go into B. Whoa. Okay, guys. I'm gonna fix all this technical stuff that's happening with my keyboard, the MIDI keyboard, the Cordy app, and I'm done for the day. But I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna go through this again. We're gonna try to get it perfect, no mistakes, no hesitation. But the mistakes are winning. The mistakes take hold faster than what you want to learn, which is crazy to me. But we'll talk soon. See you tomorrow.